Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Keisha, and today I am filming another makeup look for you guys. And today I'm using the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. These shadows are so creamy and so pigmented, and they're perfect for all skin tones. As you can tell, they have a wide variety of shades that can transition from the summer all the way to the fall and winter. And they have a lot of transition shades that you can have, a couple of shimmery shades, and I love how they have a pop of color in these. As you know, I love a lot of Anastasia products. I use a couple in my video, but this palette is nonetheless just as pigmented, just as creamy. One thing I can say, this palette does have a lot of fallout, so I just recommend tapping off the excess before you going in and applying the eyeshadows to your lid. If you're interested in seeing this makeup look, then keep on watching. And also, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And if you're not new, welcome back. I hope you continue to stick around. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below what you'd like to see next, and I'll see you all. I have my eyebrows done and my eyelids primed, and I just set it with some translucent setting powder so that we won't have any creasing. But to jump into our first shade, I'm going to be taking the shade Burnt Orange from the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm just going to use the blending brush that comes in the palette. Start off by blending that back and forth from my crease to place the color. I'm making sure to apply the most pressure to the outer part of my eye, because that tends to be where you place the most color at first. And then I'm sweeping it back and forth in my crease. And then to further blend that out, I'm going to start doing circular motions in the crease to blend it out even further. Next, I'm going to take the shade Realgar. Using the same brush, I'm going to apply that in my crease as well, just to intensify the look and add a little bit more warmth. Then I'm making sure to take a clean blending brush between each shadow and make sure to blend out those harsh lines. Now we're going to create a halo look with this look, which means that we're going to basically sandwich in our lids and leave that center open to add a spotlight shade. So to do that, I'm going to start going in with a tapered brush. I'm going to use a tapered brush like this, and I'm going to take the shade in Love Letter, which is like a nice berry shade. I'm going to start by applying that in the crease, tapping off the excess. Apply that into my crease area. And then I'm going to apply that to the inner and outer corners of my eyes. So we're going to start to sandwich in that center of our lid. Again, making sure to go back in with a clean brush and blend out those harsh lines. To intensify this look a little bit more, I'm going to take the shade Cyprus Umber, and I'm going to use a Morphe M322 brush, and I'm going to use this to apply to the outer and inner corners as well. And it's just a nice kind of neutral brown shade, which I love this shadow. I'm going to apply this to the inner corner as well. Then we're going to connect it in the center at the top of our crease, making sure not to touch that center of our lids. And since I feel like we lost some of that kind of berry shade, I'm going to go back in and apply a little bit more of that in our crease. And this is also going to tone down some of that darker shade as well. I'm going to go back into the shade Burnt Orange, and I'm going to just blend out any harsh lines. Then for the center of our lid, I'm going to go in with this shade in Antique Bronze. This is my favorite shade in the palette. Like, this shadow is me. I'm going to just apply this directly to the center of my lid, to that spot where you apply no shadow. To get a better intensity, I'm going to spritz my brush with a little bit of Fix Plus. And I'm going to dip back into that antique bronze and apply it to the center of my lids. As you see, that just intensified it a little bit more. I'm going to go back in with a blending brush and blend everything together. Then for our brow bone shade, I'm going to take the shade Tempera, and I'm going to take that on a shadow brush and just apply that right up under the brow bone. And to highlight the inner corners of our eyes, go into the shade Primavera. I'm just going to apply that to the inner corners of our eyes. I'm just going to highlight our inner ducts. Then for lashes, I'm going to be using the KOKO Lashes-Goddess. Now for our face, I'm going to prime them using the NYX Hydro Touch Primer and the Maybelline Master Prime. This is just pretty much going to help if you have dry skin by moisturizing, and this is going to smooth and blur out any fine lines or pores. Then for foundation, I'm going to be using my favorite foundation at the moment, which is the Loreal Infallible Pro-Glow. I did do a review on this foundation, so if you want to see that, I will link it up at the top for you guys. I'm going to just apply this using a damp complexion sponge from Real Techniques. Then to highlight our face, I'm going to be using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is my favorite concealer because it is long wearing and it just lasts all day. But to give it a more highlighted look, I'm going to mix in my LA Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. Then I'm going to blend this out using the same sponge. Then to set that concealer in place, I'm going to just take my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm not going to bake, I'm just going to press this into my skin to set that concealer in place so that we won't have any creasing. So I'm just going to take it and just press it directly under my eye into the skin. Then to set my entire face before we bronze, I'm going to go in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark. And I'm going to just press that all over my face. Now to bronze up my skin and to give a little bit more definition, I'm going to go in with the Black Radiance Pressed Powder in the shade Rich Mahogany. Now to define those cheekbones a little bit more, I'm going to take the same powder but use a Real Techniques contour brush. And I'm going to apply this further back on my hairline, so right here. And by doing this, it's just going to further define those cheekbones. Then for blush, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revoulsion blush palette in the shade Sugar and Spice. And I'm just going to take this shade right here with a little bit of mixture of that shade. So I'm going to just apply that to the apples of my cheeks, making sure to blend that back in with that contour. Then before I apply my highlighter, I'm going to take the MAC Fix Plus and just spritz my face. This is going to help bring all that powder together. But then I also like to apply the highlighter right after it because it gives it a more intense pop. I learned that from Miss Rosh Posh. So I'm going to just spritz my face. And just let that dry some. And since we're using the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, I decided to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills That Glow palette. Onto our eyes, I'm going to apply the same shades that I did in my crease. So I'm going to start off with Cyprus Umber and put it under the lash line. Then I'm going to go in with Love Letter a little bit. And going in with the shade Realgar and Burnt Orange, I'm going to also apply that to blend it out even further. I'm just going to take some mascara and apply that to my lower lashes. Now for lips, I'm going to go in with the MAC Lip Liner in Current. And for my lipstick, I'm going to be taking Dose of Color liquid lipstick in the shade Mood. I'm going to take the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and just spritz my face. Alright everyone, this is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave some comments down below letting me know you stopped by. And I don't think I have nothing to say besides you need to pick up this palette, get it in your life. And I'm pretty sure I'll be doing more tutorials with it, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.